Every night, while you sleep, your brain begins one of the most important jobs it performs all day. It sorts through everything you've experienced. It strengthens the memories worth keeping. It reorganizes what you've learned. And researchers believe this is also when the brain becomes more efficient at clearing away some of the metabolic waste that naturally builds up while you're awake. The remarkable part is that all of this happens without you even knowing it. But after the age of 60, this overnight repair process becomes more vulnerable, and one completely ordinary bedtime habit may quietly interfere with it. Not after one night, not after one bad week, but through small interruptions repeated over months and years. That's what concerns many sleep researchers. I'm Dr. Ray, and I study how the brain and body change as we grow older. One lesson keeps appearing in research after research. Protecting your memory isn't only about what you do during the day. It's also about protecting what your brain is trying to accomplish while you sleep. The surprising part is that the habit we're talking about doesn't look unhealthy. Millions of people do it every night. Many believe it's helping them relax before bed. You may have done it yesterday. You may even be planning to do it again tonight. In this video, I'll show you what's happening inside your brain during the first part of the night, why that window becomes increasingly important after 60, what researchers have discovered about one common bedtime habit that may interfere with it, and most importantly, how you can better protect your brain's natural overnight repair process using practical habits supported by current sleep research. Because once you understand what your brain is trying to accomplish every night, you'll never think about bedtime the same way again. To understand why this habit matters, you first need to see what your brain is trying to accomplish every single night. Most people think sleep is when the brain shuts down. The opposite is true. As you drift into deep sleep, your brain begins one of its busiest shifts of the entire day. It starts sorting through everything you've experienced. The name of a person you met, a conversation with your family, a strenuous job you did, a new skill you practiced. The important memories are strengthened. The less important details begin to fade. That's how your brain creates space to keep learning throughout life. At the same time, another remarkable process begins. One of the most fascinating discoveries in sleep research is something called the glymphatic system. During deep sleep, researchers believe this network becomes more active, helping circulate fluid through the brain and supporting one of its overnight housekeeping jobs, clearing away some of the natural waste that builds up during the day. This doesn't happen equally throughout the night. The deepest stages of sleep are concentrated earlier in the night, and that's when many of these overnight processes appear to be working at their highest level. After the age of 60, that window naturally becomes smaller. Deep sleep often becomes lighter, more fragmented, easier to interrupt. Your brain is still trying to complete the same overnight work. It simply has less uninterrupted time to do it. And that's why one completely ordinary bedtime habit can have a much bigger impact than most people realize. Not because the habit looks dangerous, but because it quietly steals time from one of the most important jobs your brain performs all day. Here's why this matters. When these nightly repair processes become less effective, the changes usually don't arrive all at once. They arrive quietly. At first, it's easy to dismiss them. You walk into the kitchen and suddenly can't remember why you went there. A familiar name sits on the tip of your tongue but refuses to come out. You finish reading a page, then realize almost none of it stayed with you. Individually, none of these moments seem important. Everyone forgets things from time to time. And yes, some degree of memory change is a normal part of aging. But researchers studying sleep and brain health have noticed something interesting. Older adults who regularly experience poor quality or fragmented deep sleep often report more of these everyday memory lapses than those who sleep more consistently. That doesn't prove poor sleep is the cause. Memory changes are complex, and many factors play a role. But it does suggest something worth paying attention to. Your brain can only complete its overnight work if it's given the opportunity to do so. When that opportunity becomes shorter or repeatedly interrupted, the effects may not appear the next morning. They may build so gradually that they simply feel like getting older. And that's exactly why millions of people never question the bedtime habit that may be contributing to the problem. Because it doesn't feel like a mistake. It feels completely normal. So what is the habit? It isn't your phone. It isn't your television. And it isn't one specific bedtime routine. The real habit is delaying your brain's transition into deep, restorative sleep. Most people don't realize they're doing it. They answer one more message, watch one more episode, read a few more headlines, finish a household chore, or simply stay awake because they don't feel sleepy yet. Each of those choices seems harmless on its own. The problem isn't the activity, it's what it does to your brain's timing. As evening approaches, your brain begins preparing for deep sleep by increasing the production of melatonin, a hormone that helps signal that it's time for sleep. Bright light, stimulating activities, and irregular bedtime routines can delay that process, making it harder for your brain to settle into its deepest stages of sleep. Researchers have consistently found that deep sleep plays an important role in strengthening memories formed during the day. It's also the stage during which the brain's overnight housekeeping processes appear to be most active. Missing one night won't suddenly damage your memory. Neither will staying up late once in a while. The concern is what happens when this pattern becomes part of everyday life. Night after night, month after month, your brain repeatedly loses part of the uninterrupted window it depends on to complete some of its most important overnight work. And after 60, that's a window your brain can no longer afford to waste. Here's what makes this habit so much more important after the age of 60. It isn't that your bedtime routine suddenly becomes worse. It's that your brain becomes less forgiving. When you're younger, your brain usually has more deep sleep to work with. If one night is interrupted, it often has more opportunity to recover. As we grow older, that margin becomes smaller. Researchers have consistently found that deep sleep naturally becomes lighter, shorter, and more fragmented with age. Your brain is still trying to strengthen memories and carry out its overnight maintenance, but it has less uninterrupted time to complete that work. Think of it like a team of workers given fewer hours to finish the same job. Now imagine starting that job even later every night. That's why delaying deep sleep matters. Not because one late night will damage your memory, but because repeatedly shrinking an already limited repair window may gradually reduce the quality of the sleep your brain depends on most. Researchers are still studying exactly how this influences long-term brain health, and many factors contribute to memory decline as we age. But one message has remained remarkably consistent. Protecting deep, uninterrupted sleep is one of the most important things you can do to support healthy brain aging. The encouraging news? You don't need perfect sleep. You simply need to stop making it harder for your brain to do the work it's already trying to do. So how do you protect this repair window? I call it the brain protection framework. Not because it's a cure, but because it helps create the conditions your brain needs to do its best work while you sleep. Step 1. Give your brain a head start. About 60 minutes before bed, begin dimming lights and reducing bright screen exposure whenever possible. This allows your brain to start releasing melatonin naturally, making the transition into deep sleep smoother instead of delayed. Step 2. Protect the first part of the night. Once you're in bed, treat the next few hours as protected time. Avoid unnecessary interruptions, prolonged screen use, or activities that pull your brain back into a state of alertness. Deep sleep is often most concentrated during the earlier part of the night, making this an especially valuable period for memory consolidation and other overnight recovery processes. Step 3. Help your brain stay asleep. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and as quiet as practical. Even brief awakenings or repeated light exposure can fragment sleep, reducing the continuity your brain depends on to move through its normal sleep stages. Step 4. Respect your brain's clock. Try to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time each day, even on weekends. Consistency helps reinforce your body's internal clock, making it easier for your brain to enter its natural overnight rhythm. One important note. If you have persistent insomnia, sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or take medication that affects your sleep, don't rely on bedtime routines alone. Treating the underlying condition with your healthcare professional is often one of the most effective ways to protect both your sleep and your long-term brain health. Remember, your brain isn't asking for perfect nights. It's asking for predictable ones. Night after night. That's where the real benefit begins. So, what happens when you stop working against your brain instead of asking it to work harder? The answer usually isn't dramatic. Most people don't wake up one morning feeling 10 years younger or suddenly remembering every forgotten name. That's not how healthy brain aging works. The changes tend to be quieter. You may find it easier to stay focused while reading. Conversations become easier to follow. You lose your train of thought less often. Those little moments of walking into a room and forgetting why you're there may become less frequent. None of these changes prove that one habit has transformed your brain, and they aren't a guarantee. Memory changes have many causes, and anyone with persistent or worsening symptoms should speak with a healthcare professional. But researchers continue to point in the same direction. When your brain is given more consistent opportunities for deep, restorative sleep, it's better positioned to carry out the overnight processes that support learning, memory, and healthy brain function. That's why this video was never really about a phone, or a television, or one bedtime routine. It's about protecting something far more valuable. The few precious hours each night when your brain is doing work that simply cannot be postponed until tomorrow. Because the habits you repeat before you fall asleep don't just influence how rested you feel in the morning. Over time, they may help shape how well your brain continues to serve you in the years ahead. Let's bring everything together. Every night, while you're asleep, your brain begins one of the most remarkable jobs it performs all day. It strengthens memories. It organizes what you've learned. And researchers believe it becomes more efficient at clearing away some of the natural waste that builds up while you're awake. After 60, that work doesn't stop, but the time your brain has to complete it becomes more limited. That's why protecting your sleep isn't just about feeling rested tomorrow. It's about giving your brain the opportunity to do the work it was designed to do for years to come. So tonight, do one simple thing. Ask yourself, am I helping my brain prepare for sleep, or am I delaying it? If you can, make the last hour before bed calmer than the one before it. Dim the lights. Put away anything that keeps your mind alert. Give your brain the quiet, predictable transition it has been waiting for. Don't worry about creating the perfect night. Focus on creating a better one. Then repeat it tomorrow and the next night. Because healthy brain aging is rarely built on one big decision. It's built on small choices, repeated consistently. I'm curious, what is the one habit you're going to change tonight to better protect your sleep? Share it in the comments below. I'd genuinely like to know. If you know someone over 60 who values their memory as much as their independence, share this video with them. One small change today may help protect many tomorrows. And if you enjoy learning the science behind healthy aging, subscribe to the channel. Every week, we'll explore what the latest research is teaching us about protecting the brain, the heart, and the body as we grow older. Remember this, your brain can't choose the habits you repeat tonight. But it will live with the consequences tomorrow. This video is intended for educational purposes and should not replace personalized medical advice. If you're experiencing persistent memory changes, ongoing sleep problems, or symptoms that concern you, please speak with your healthcare professional. They can evaluate your individual situation and recommend the care that's right for you.